Sawadee krap, I'm JP Mestanza, and it's Thursday, August 29. You're watching Phuket Xtra, brought to you by PVCPhuket.com. Video of a brawl and widget between 8 people, including 5 foreign tourists and 3 taxi drivers, is now prompting Widget police to intervene.
The 26-second clip of the altercation was widely shared on social media and clearly took place in front of the Central Phuket shopping mall on Widget Songkram Road, and punches and bottles were thrown in the incident. After the fight, the intoxicated individuals fled the scene, leaving behind a family group of 3 or 4 who later reported the incident to police. The video also showed a woman whose necklace was snatched during the altercation. The clip garnered a range of reactions online, with some blaming the tourists and others calling for stricter law enforcement measures. Widget police later intervened and brought the 8 people back to the station for questioning. They say that the altercation began when the tourists leaned against a parked taxi while waiting for a ride back to their hotel in Patong. The taxi driver then asked them to move, which led to an argument that quickly escalated into violence. After reviewing CCTV footage, investigators determined that all parties involved were to blame, and all were charged with colluding in a loud fight in a public place or public area and disturbing the peace. Police say that, despite the charges, both parties agreed to move on without holding any grudges and were allowed to go their separate ways. For more, visit thephuket.news.com.
An alleged affair between a Thai man and the wife of a Myanmar worker is what police are saying was behind the fatal stabbing of the wife's husband following a confrontation on Wednesday morning in Sri Sutorn as police search for the suspect.
The fatal stabbing took place at a workers' camp in Ban Manik in Sri Sutorn at about 3 a.m. on Wednesday, according to police. They say the altercation actually began at about 11 p.m. just hours earlier. Reports say that a Thai man, named only by police as Mr. Game, and a Myanmar national named as Wu Tan Yan, confronted each other at the camp, allegedly over suspicions that Game was involved in an intimate relationship with the Myanmar man's wife, another Myanmar national. The confrontation escalated into violence, according to reports, during which Game allegedly stabbed both the husband and the wife. Then he fled the scene. Police and rescue workers arrived at the scene and immediately rushed both to local hospitals, where the husband succumbed to his injuries despite medical efforts. The wife is still receiving treatment. Dalang police are currently investigating the case and searching for the suspect. For more, visit thephuket.news.com.
I was sure that it'll be easier to clear you from my mind. I wish you fall out from the window, take a bad trip to the ground. Just before you break a bone.
Illegal cosmetic injection services as part of an NAD plus therapy session was the reason police in Patong arrested 2 women at a clinic who were offering the service, allegedly without medical license and no prior medical experience or knowledge.
The arrest took place during a series of raids carried out by officers from the Consumer Protection Police Division of the Central Investigation Bureau, all targeting illegal practitioners providing illegal NAD plus treatments. NAD plus is described by practitioners as a naturally produced derivative of vitamin B3 that helps counter a wide range of stress and age-related conditions. The artificial addition of NAD plus to the body is touted as helping to counter conditions such as obesity, diabetes, metabolic syndrome, autoimmune diseases, heart and blood vessel disease, forms of paralysis, and much more. However, the CIB noted that although the product's registration has been revoked, it was still found that many cosmetic clinics also injected into the body of service recipients, leading to the joint operation to crack down on illegal treatment providers. The clinic in Patong saw 2 women arrested on August 14 and charged. The Patong clinic, which was not named by police, contacted the Phuket News to explain that they were unaware of the recent change in the law regarding NAD+, which happened a few months ago, and say they no longer provide the product or those services anymore. Meanwhile, 3 other clinics in Rayong were also raided, where officers seized more than 205 items of evidence worth over 280,000 baht, and 6 people were arrested, including the owner of one clinic who was charged with neglecting others who are not professionals to practice their profession in a hospital. For more, visit thephuket.news.com.
The World Amateur Golfers Championship is set to take place in Phuket later this year at several of the island's leading golf courses.
The 28th annual edition of the event will be hosted between October 25 to November 2nd at the Blue Canyon Country Club Lakes Course, Blue Canyon Country Club Canyon Course, Red Mountain Golf Club, and Laguna Phuket Golf Club. The announcement was made at an official press release at Provincial Hall yesterday, overseen by Phuket Governor Supon Suwanarat, joined by WAGC representatives and select officials from public and private sector organizations. More than 600 golfers from all over the world are expected to participate in the event, widely regarded as the world's most prestigious amateur golf tournament, where awards, cash prizes, and bragging rights will all be up for grabs. Angsana Laguna Phuket serves as the official hotel partner of the event and will host the opening and closing ceremonies as well as daily themed events throughout the competition. This is the second year in a row that the competition will take place in Thailand after last year's competition right here in Phuket, where 490 players from 33 countries competed. For more, visit thephuket.news.com.
Thanks so much for joining us here today on Phuket Extra, brought to you by pvcphuket.com. We'll see you again tomorrow. Until then, stay classy, Phuket.
Phuket's rapid modernization has made it one of the world's premier holiday destinations. Investors can still buy quality condominiums for as low as $75,000 and luxury properties can go all the way up to 20 million. Condominiums in Phuket are a safe, secure bricks-and-mortar investment offering foreigners freehold ownership. Call or email Thai Residential, Phuket's #1 trusted real estate advisor, to find your perfect Phuket property.